You know, every single morning, your brain gives you this incredible, rare window of opportunity to literally rewire who you are. But let's be honest, most of us just waste it. We're scrolling, we're stressing, or we're just hitting that snooze button on our own potential. Well, today, we're going to fix that. We're going to use 5 ancient, science-backed truths that can completely anchor your mindset and help you navigate the chaos of your day. So here's our roadmap for today. First, we're going to dive into why your morning is a neurological golden hour. Then, we'll arm you with 5 powerful Stoic truths to build your resilience. And finally, I'm going to give you a super simple challenge so you can put this all into action, like tomorrow. All right, first things first. Let's talk about this unique opportunity your brain gives you the second you wake up. And listen, this isn't just about feeling good or being positive. No, we're talking about deep-level programming. I want you to think about this for a second. Is your morning routine something you actually choose? Or is it more of a frantic reaction to an alarm, to a flood of emails, to the stress of the day just hitting you in the face? The truth is, most of us are living on autopilot, and we don't even realize it. Okay, so here's the cool science behind why this all matters. Right when you wake up, your brain is humming along in what are called alpha and theta brainwaves. This is a highly suggestible, super relaxed, and receptive state. In fact, it's the exact same state that's used in hypnosis and deep meditation to create profound, lasting change. The best way to picture it is like this. Your analytical mind, that part of your brain that acts like a tough security guard questioning everything, well, it hasn't had its morning coffee yet. It's still kind of groggy. This means the door to your subconscious mind is just slightly ajar, and that allows positive suggestions to sneak right past your usual skepticism and sink in way, way deeper. It is the absolute prime time to reprogram your brain. So now that we know when to do the work, the big question is, what do we tell ourselves? For that, we're going to turn to Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that's basically designed to build your mental armor for this crazy, chaotic world we live in. So our first truth comes from the Roman emperor himself, Marcus Aurelius. Before his day even started, he would tell himself that he was going to meet difficult people, that he was going to face obstacles. Now, this isn't about being a pessimist, not at all. It's about preparation. You expect challenges, so when they show up, they can't throw you off your game. You're ready for them. And what's so amazing is that modern science has completely backed this up. Psychologists actually call it stress inoculation. It turns out that when we anticipate a stressful situation, our brains get way better at regulating under pressure. It literally reduces the spike of your stress hormone, cortisol, and stops your brain's panic button from getting pushed. You're basically giving yourself a little vaccine against the day's stress. Okay, mindset number 2. This one is inspired by the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, and it is all about radical focus. It's about drawing a really clear line in the sand between what you can influence and what you absolutely cannot. I love to think about this as the 2 buckets. In one bucket, you've got your stuff, your actions, your choices, your attitude. That's your domain. In the other bucket? Well, literally everything else. Other people, the past, the future, all of it. So many of us spend 90% of our energy stressing about the wrong bucket. This phrase is your daily reminder to focus only on what you can truly actually control. This third truth, oh man, this is an absolute game changer, especially if you're trying to win the war against that little inner critic in your head. It's all about creating just a little bit of space between you and the constant chatter of your mind. Here's the key idea. Your brain is basically a thought factory, and its main job, from an evolutionary standpoint, is to pump out worst-case scenarios to keep you safe and in your comfort zone. But here's the secret. You are not the machine on the factory floor. You're the operator up in the control room. So when a negative thought pops up, you can just observe it and go, interesting. That's just a thought, not a fact. You get to choose which ones you believe. All right, number 4. This one might sound simple, but let me tell you, it is a revolutionary act. In a world that is addicted to more, a world that's constantly screaming at you about what you don't have, choosing to see the enoughness in your life, that changes everything. Gratitude is not soft, it is a strategic tool for genuine happiness. And this isn't just wishful thinking. We have hard data on this. I mean, look at this. Research from places like UC Davis and Berkeley shows that a regular gratitude practice can boost your optimism by up to 25%. It's also linked to better sleep and a stronger immune system. It literally rewires your brain chemistry, boosting your feel-good chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. And finally, we've come to the fifth and, I think, most powerful reminder. This one is designed to jolt you into action. And it's not about being morbid or negative. It's about creating urgency and purpose. It's your compass for a life well lived. This is a core Stoic concept called memento mori, which means remember you will die. Now, I know that sounds heavy, but the Stoics didn't use this to create fear. They used it as a tool for ultimate clarity. Because when you remember that your time here is finite, it just cuts through all the trivial nonsense and forces you to focus on what actually matters, right here, right now. Okay, so we have the theory, we have the 5 powerful phrases. Now for the most important part. How do we actually put this into practice? How do we start building that mental resilience starting tomorrow morning? Here it is, your 7-day challenge. And I promise you, this is incredibly simple. Tonight, just write down these 5 phrases on a piece of paper or in a notebook. Then, when you wake up tomorrow, and this is key, before you touch your phone, just do 60 seconds of deep breathing. Then, look at your list and slowly, intentionally, repeat each phrase to yourself about 10 times. That's it. Do that for just 7 days in a row, and I promise you, you will feel the shift. So we'll leave you with this final thought to carry with you through your day. It's a question inspired by Marcus Aurelius that really cuts to the heart of everything. If you knew, for a fact, that today was your last day on Earth, how would you show up?